Hello to all of you wonderful adventurers. Welcome back to another video, and here we are to talk about pets. Now, everyone knows about pets in this game, although a lot of the times people don't really seem to give them a lot of attention. You see, this game for a long time has had a stigmata around it of it being pay to win. Now, this all started from when the game was first released, and you need to pay for a lot of items like maids, tents, and more specifically, pets. Although, with some of the recent changes they've had to this game, it is much easier to get pets now without paying money. In fact, my friend who I recently got into the game, he has spent about 10 hours in the game, got to level 58 on one of his characters. He's a wee little lad. And he has already gotten 5 or so pets from that main story. And even beyond that, there's a quest called ADV Support Pets Loyal Companions, which gives you 5 free pets by doing this entire quest line. It is much easier to get pets nowadays because of all these different things that you can do, and because of different events such as seasons or all that stuff that hand you kakus or all these different little hideous pets. In fact, one of the recent codes that we've gotten gave us this free little guy here right under me. He's a tier 4 pet that they just hand you out for free. Now, the stigmata was surrounded about the pets because they were very useful, but you did have to pay for them. Now you don't, so that is good news. You see, what pets do is they surround you while you're grinding and they pick up all the loot that you manage to miss. So you no longer have to pick up loot by hand, and it more efficiently speeds up your grind significantly. Now, pets don't only provide you with the capability to pick up items, but they also have skills of their own that give you quick little buffs while you're trying to do things. In this case, my pets have several different skills, mostly ranging from life skills to some combat EXPs and skill EXPs. And one of them has a skill of Karma Recon. Once you summon your pets, it will give you a full list of all the skills they apply to you, and let me talk about these skills real quick. Every pet will spawn with their own special skill right in the corner here. For example, if it's a life EXP skill, if it's a tier 1, it will have a 1%, tier 2, 2%, tier 3, 3%, tier 4, 4%, and finally, a tier 5 pet, it will have a 5% boost. Now, a tier 1 will have no additional skills, it will just have the special skill, and then a tier 2 will have 1, tier 3 will have 2, and tier 4 will have 3 additional skills. For a total of 4 skills, 3 skills, 2 skills, or 1 skill, depending on the tier of your pet. Now, each pet has their own special skill. In my case, the otter and the hedgehog have a life XP bonus. And finally, Mwahaha, my little pet up here, my tier 5, has a skill EXP gain. They gave this one out for free a little while ago as a tier 4, so you might have gotten that one, but he is gone now, so I apologize for that. As you get the tiers of your pet up, the skills that they gain beyond the initial skill they have is entirely random. Although, let's say we put away our pets here, check and all, and we want to upgrade a pet. Let's say we want to upgrade the hedgehog pet. It says we can learn random skills, but we can also choose the skills that we previously have that we want. So if you really want the skills that you have, you can indeed pick them. So it is nice in that regard that you don't have to worry about losing the skills that you have if you really enjoy them. Now, every pet has a loot timer. This means that they can pick up 1 piece of trash loot every time this timer's done, so every 2.55 seconds for my otter. Now, a tier 1 will have a lower time, tier 2 will have a higher time, tier 3 will have a higher, and tier 4 will finally have the highest time you can get. Now, since a tier 4 has the amount of skills of a tier 5, and it has the time of a tier 5 pickup, what would exactly be the benefit of having a tier 5? Well, a tier 5 has a special bonus, the pack leader bonus. This reduces the cooldown from which they can pick up items by about 15%. This means that while this is active, instead of 2.55 seconds for the tier 3s, it will be much less time to pick up items. They also get another boost to the additional skill that they have, and so instead of a 4% skill XP bonus, they have a 5%. Now, I'm just saying skill XP bonus because that's what I have, but it really depends on the one that you have. Now, if we do want to upgrade our hedgehog pet, we'll use him as an example. What we need to do is we need to throw away many other pets that I enjoy much too much to throw them away. I could guarantee a tier 4, but I use these pets on the regular, so I'm not going to do that. but you have a certain percentage of it upgrading. For example, if we do not use my penguin, we have a 70% of us upgrading based off of using these two pets. If we only use the tiger, that's a 35%. Now, I would recommend going for 100% because I have failed it 15 times in a row since I have not gone for 100%, and I really regret it because I could have had a full list of tier 4s by now. Now it gets even harder. So our hedgehog pet has a special tier of rare pets. Each pet has a different tier. In my case, Pangy, God, Yes, and Fluffy all have the rare tier. What this means is if we do want to upgrade them, we can only upgrade them with a rare tier pet. None of the other pets have the option of upgrading them. If we want to upgrade a premium one, we can only upgrade them with premium pets. So now we have covered what pets do, their special skills here, and finally we have the pet's special skill. For example, with my hedgehog, we have a special skill right here, which if you press the info button, which is a little paw with a question mark in it, it tells you the special skill that they have. Hedgehog pet is one of the best pets because they have a gathering quantity increase. This gathering quantity increase can be massive when life scaling specifically because as you're gathering items or you're hunting, it will give you massive extra rewards. It can go somewhere from like 15 meat to around 25 meat that you are gathering from a carcass, or if you're gathering stones, it can go from somewhere around 15 stones to 25 stones. It gives a nice little boost, and it can also be determined from tiers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tier 1 is around a 10% boost, tier 2 and 3 share about a 20% boost, and tier 4 shares a 30% boost for tier 5. Each pet has their own special thing, and some can share some with others. For example, hostility detection is shared between my little tiger here and my dog here. While auto-fishing time reduction is shared between Fluffy, my little polar bear, and my otter. You can also choose to activate their special skill or not, in which case I don't like having hostility detection on because it pings my map a lot and it is annoying, especially when grinding. Now I do like to have auto-fishing time reduction and gathering quantity increase because there's really no reason to deactivate them. You can also have different hotkeys to take out specific sets of pets. For example, number 5 right here is for my grinding pets. Mainly because they give EXP boosts, they're tier 3 so they pick up stuff often, and they have karma reductions, they have weights, they have other such things that I can use. But even beyond that, I have different sets. For example, number 3, which I recently have changed, I need to add another pet to it, is my fishing and hunting one. I have all my pets with hunting EXP boosts and all my pets with fishing EXP boosts, while making sure to have life EXP pets, weight reduction, and auto-fishing time, as well as quantity increase. All these help you out with gathering, fishing, hunting, and even further beyond that. So you can have all your different types of pets that you want to have out and available for whatever you are trying to do. In my case, majority of the time, I have number 5 out, group 5, because this is my grinding pets. So now we've covered the special skills, we've covered the extra skills that they can get, the applied skills, we've covered the tiers of pets, we've covered what pets do, we've covered how they're no longer pay to win. Even if you can still buy them, you can get plenty of them from events, from story quests, from anything else you're gonna do. But finally, we need to cover how to get a tier 5 pet. You see, tier 5 pets are nice because they give a massive reduction to the amount of time it takes to pick up items from your pets. And it also gives an increase to the special skill it has right over here. But how exactly do we get them? Well, if you do not have a tier 5 pet, there will be a little icon right here that you can click on that will take you to the main story that allows you to unlock them. That story is called ADV Support Level 60, Appoint Your Alpha Pet the Best Companion. And it's only a 3 quest chain, and is quite easy to do. Now, it might be short and easy, but there is one downside. It is quite expensive. You see, you're going to need to talk to an Old Moon manager, and you're going to need to buy 10 Growth Regent, which will cost you 600 million coins. Beyond that, you will also need 800 Fine Lightweight Blooms. And of course, you need a tier 4 pet that is level 10, and you're going to be turning that one into the tier 5. And the last bit of resources that you're going to need would be magical shards. You're going to need 40 of these, so that will also cost you a decent amount of around 200 million. Meaning, in general, this process will be somewhere around 1 billion coins, but will probably make you around 1 billion coins of profit off of how much faster you'll be picking things up. I would highly recommend doing it. So let me cover the resources again. You'll need 40 magical shards, you will need 10 growth reagents, and you'll need 800 fine lightweight plumes. You will combine all of this into a feather, and you will run on over to Bichbihler, which you will find inside of that story that you have done over at Old Wisdom Tree, and you can turn your tier 4 pet into a tier 5 pet by combining it with the feather that you have crafted over at Bichbihler. They're a little owl, so don't be confused when you see them. And now that is everything you need to know about pets. So, I hope this video helped you. Make sure to watch the other videos, subscribe, turn on notifications, leave a like, comment, do any of what you're gonna do, show it off to friends, and I will see y'all later. Have a nice day, night, whatever time zone it is for you, and goodbye, everybody.